7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1.
So what are you up to this weekend?
Oh yeah, some girl, we're having a conversation while we are trying to have physical conversations. You know that time where the girl stops and asks you?
Physical conversation.
That's what I call it. I like to clean it up. So you know that point where a girl asks you, who are we? Or what are we?
Oh,
you know,
the question.
She drops that one at me. I mean that type of thing. My solution is just start speaking English. Just speak English. That's what
we are going somewhere, but we're not quite there yet. When we reach there, we both will know when we get there.
That one's even too obvious that you're saying you don't want to do.
Hi, how are you?
Whatever she's having,
triple it
and spike
or
mine.
times 9.
Yeah.
Sit down.
Times 6.
Please.
You don't appreciate my jokes.
I just had the worst day ever.
What happened? Is it a relationship? He's just telling me about this girl that he was talking to that kind of came up with a question. You know, the where are we question?
Yeah.
And he started like dodging, like he was dodging bullets and everything.
Why do that? Nigerian filmmakers have answered that because we are nothing but pens in the hands of the Almighty. Just tell us straight up and keep it moving.
So what happened to you?
I had the worst first dates in a really long time, and I'm still.
Did you say dates or dates?
Date, one date.
Okay.
It's the worst I've had. I've had a couple of horrible first dates, but this one just topped.
What happened? Oh my goodness, what happened?
We went to the cinema, and it was the new one. It wasn't one of the regular ones. It was one of the new ones.
Yes.
And you know these new ones are a bit more expensive.
Yes, they are.
So we go to the cinema. Now, everything there is like triple the price.
Yes.
Because this is like the luxurious, the high-end one. So we go there and, you know, she's not even being modest or moderate. She wants the extra large popcorn. With the extra large, you know, sodas and everything. And we buy all of that. And the movie I wanted to watch was the one that had been out for a minute, but she wanted to watch the extra new one, which, since it was extra new, was going to cost like 3 times the regular movie price, and then we pay all of
even more.
Yeah.
Oh gosh.
Because it's in the first week. So we get into the cinema. Next thing I just felt one heavy weight here on this side. You know,
was she so she was making a move until she wanted
so
you
I thought, I'm warming up. I thought, and then the next thing I hear is No. Right there in the cinema.
No, that didn't happen. That didn't happen.
I swear. I needed 2 shots to tell you
Wait, so after you spent like triple
the
amount of money,
everything,
this girl now falls asleep. Did she wake up soon afterwards, or she was out for the whole movie?
She was out for the whole movie. You
know, wake up. Like hey, this film sweet up.
It's true. Hi. Oh, you look so gorgeous. Sit down.
You too.
Hello.
Wait, so he's just telling me about this really, really bad first date that he had.
Okay.
It was so bad he had to take 2 shots. Do you want to join him and take the shots?
Beautiful auntie. Shots or power tools? Which one?
Orange juice.
So yes. Okay, basically, he takes this girl out to the cinema, and it's the new cinema, so it's more expensive.
Yeah.
And she's not being modest. She basically gets there, says she wants a really big popcorn. She wants big this. So she gets. They get into the hall, the screening room, or whatever they call it. And as the previews are rolling, he hears.
Wait, she fell asleep.
Yes, and she's snoring. Yeah. Like not even just dozed off, like actually snoring. Where does this rank? Is it right at the top, or you've even had like worse?
No, I've had like worse, but this was new for me. This was.
I'd feel offended. I'd be like, I would.
My friend, her now husband, he fell asleep on their first date, and they got married. They're married, so maybe it's not a bad thing. They should give her another chance.
Okay, yours is bad. I have one. Oh, this is probably a little bit worse. So this guy that I went to university with had been after me for like a little while, and eventually I was like, I will permit you to date me. So we decided to go, I think we're gonna go out to a restaurant or go out for drinks or something. And I was very excited. So we'd made plans, I think, on the Thursday, and we're supposed to go out on the Friday. So I was excited. I was like, what am I going to wear? What am I going to do? And Friday came, and about half an hour before we were about to meet, I was just like, okay, I'm on my way now. Didn't hear anything from him. 15 minutes to when we were about to meet, I was thinking, okay, maybe he just didn't have his phone on him. Hadn't heard anything. And I was just thinking, okay, and thankfully the place wasn't too far from my house. So I was just like, you know what? Let me just, rather than go and wait there, because that's, horrible, I was like, let me just chill in my house. So I came back home and I was just waiting for this guy, because I was like, you're going to have to pick me up anyways. And I didn't hear from him for the whole day. And I was furious. I was like, you stood me up. How dare you? I was furious. Saturday, I didn't hear anything from him. And Sunday...
Wait, you're not going to say he didn't die.
No, he didn't die.
Okay,
Sunday, I'd been calling him. Like, at first I was like, are you okay? Then I was like, you're so rude. You don't do this. So Sunday, he finally calls me back. And basically, he was arrested. Yeah. Another time, I thought I was going to... there was this guy, I can't remember how I met him, but he was okay, but there was just something that I couldn't quite put my finger on. So he decided to take me for drinks. I was like, okay, fantastic. And he's like, I know this nice little place. Like, okay. And we were driving, and we were driving, and we were driving. And I was like, this guy's gonna kill me. This guy's driving me out to like some abandoned, building. He's gonna kill me. I was so scared. So we passed like these factories, and because it was in the evening, so everything was closed. So finally get to this place. There was actually a bar there. So I was like, phew. And we had drinks. Then I went to the bathroom. And when I came back, he's like, drink your drink, drink your drink. And I'm like, what? He kept saying, no, drink your drink, drink your drink. And I was just like, no way.
Funny thing is, as you were talking, I had one in mind, but I just remembered one, which is, it's even like 2 dates, because it didn't start off as a date. It started off as a meeting. Okay, let me start with the first one. So we went on this meeting, and as time went on, I kind of figured out it was a date, right? It's fine, the meal's nice and everything, and he was just saying things, and I wasn't really feeling it. So I was just like, okay, well, anyway, the evening was over, and I drove, and I think he parked further down.
Yeah.
So he said that he wanted me to drive him to his car. So I got it, and now the car I had a VW Polo, and it was really low, and I'm very petite, so I had a cushion to help me. So he seemed really happy that I had this little thing going on. I thought that was weird, so I dropped him off. And the next time when he said we should meet again, which I'll tell him
for another meeting,
he actually picked me up, and he was sitting on a cushion.
Because was he petite as well?
Very. The second date, meeting, and I tried to be firm and talk about work. He now suddenly had an outburst, and we're like, what's the problem? What's the problem? In the minute, I'm not joking. He was like, what's the problem? And I was like, and I was so embarrassed, but I was so annoyed that he was basically going on about this thing. And I just went, I just don't fancy you. Silence.
What did he say?
We're in the middle of the main meal. At this point, I think he'd ordered dessert. He was not like, do you know how many, men are very special. He goes, do you know how many girls that I can wine and dine? And in my head, I thought, excuse me, I'm from Nigeria. Are you talking about bowling? What are you talking about?
And that was like a fraudulent wine and dine as well.
I was like, do you think this is special? Taking me for dinner? This is like a big deal for you. He's like, do you know how people I can wine and dine? He now got the check, and it was just terrible. And I still had to drop him off at his car again.
Oh, snap.
Like a little while ago, I put up this post on Instagram because I'd seen something like a meme where this lady, somebody had asked on Twitter about bad first dates, and this girl said that she got taken out for dinner, and this guy's card was rejected.
Oh man!
Obviously very, very embarrassing. And she offered to pay, and he got angry, and then he said it's her fault because they should have basically gone to her house and she should have cooked for him. That should have been the first date. And then I put it up, and I had lots of stories from people that were robbed on their first dates. This girl she was meeting up with this guy. He was late, like not 10 minutes late, like I think about 2 hours late. Damn. So he came, he finally got there, and she was waiting. So I think she ordered food for herself. So he finally gets there. And there's this weird thing that people do. I don't know if it's like a Nigerian thing where they're like, let me see your phone. I want to see your pictures. And first time somebody asked me that, I was like, no, you cannot see my pictures. So that's what this guy did. He goes, let me see your phone. She's like, okay, here you go. He stole her phone. from that. So when I read those stories, I was like, I've actually had an okay time.
Yeah, that's not.
From guys saying there was another guy that took this girl on a date, and then I think he said that he was having issues with his car or something. No, he said that he went to pick her up, and he goes, "Oh, I need to go back home because I forgot my wallet." So she's like, "Okay, you know, I'll just sit in the car." So they got back to his house, and then he's like, "Oh, come up." And then she's thinking, all right, fine, maybe he just doesn't want me to wait in the car by myself. So she goes up, and this guy goes, well, I have some F4 in the house. I have some, you know, pepper and everything. So let's make this a date. So he basically took her back to his house so she could cook.
Nah.
That's a recession date.
You know, I've actually had a cooking date.
Yeah.
Not that I cooked, that the guy cooked for me.
But was it pre-discussed?
It was so lovely. Yeah, he,
Okay.
you know, he even sent me like, what do I like? You know, I was like, I like seafood. It was really, really, really nice.
Was it nice?
Oh, sweet Jesus.
It was horrible.
It tasted like ass and salt. Not that I know what ass tastes like, but if I knew what ass tastes like, that's what the meal tastes like.
More. Oh my
That's
God.
what it tastes
Ass
like.
and salt.
It was so bad.
I had a bad date like that one. I was dating this guy, and he's like, "Oh, I can cook," and I'm just like, "Fantastic!" You know, he's like, "I'm gonna make you pasta from scratch, everything. This and this, the sauce is gonna be. I'm gonna, you know." And I was thinking, amazing. I'll get the wine. So he set up the dinner and everything, and he was just finishing it off. You know, I think it was pasta and meatballs or something. So he now went to serve the food. It was like cardboard, no salt, pepper, no Maggi cube, nothing. It was just horrible. So I'm there like, He's like, "Oh, do you really like what I did there?" And I'm like, thinking, I'm going to go and cook some noodles when I get home. It was not nice at all. It wasn't nice at all. So we need him to line up the shots first.
Yeah.
And the sentence game, this is how it works.
Okay.
We're basically going to create a sentence. I'm going to start off. I'm going to give a word. We're going to go around this way. So you have to give a word. You give a word. And the only thing is, it has to make sense. If you stumble, if you stutter, if it doesn't make sense, then you have to drink.
Please don't start with winch or whatever.
Prawns.
Make
Me
Honey.
When.
I
feel
Weak.
And.
fleshly.
What is
What is
fleshly?
fleshly?
What is fleshly? It's fleshly word.
Fleshly. Fleshly is a word.
Which school did you go to?
It's not correct. Fleshly now. Fleshly.
I know not to use you as a Scrabble partner.
It's
Drake.
It's fleshly. Fleshly is not a word.
But
Okay, your turn.
Ashawo.
In
Lagos.
No. Is that correct? Don't.
Just gotta keep the sentence going.
No. I had to double check. It's okay to double check. It's okay to double check. It's okay to double.
Yeah, there you go.
You're pimping the rules.
Okay.
Tasty
Fried
Chicken.
Tastes
like
crap.
When.
the
tasty.
The hell? You guys gonna be there.
Oh my God.
OMG. Okay, cool. I got this.
Okay.
Oh man.
You're
And the rest is
starting.
going.
You're starting.
Barmen
Are.
very
Sexy.
how? Sorry. Wait, can't I ask how?
I know. Is that permitted? No, I'm sorry.
I like this game.
Sorry. You have to drink
I
again.
don't like this game.
You said you wanted
You
6
said how?
shots
You
now.
have to say sentence. You ask question.
Okay, cool. I got this.
Okay. And that's it.
I'm going to give you